You are your worst enemy. Anything that you've picked up in life, it may have been given to you by your parents. You know, your parents might have reinforced something here, or they might have negatively reinforced something here, or your teachers negatively reinforced something here, or your friends positively reinforced something here. Regardless, you have that swirl of experience that has now shaped you to be you. And now you are your worst enemy. Or you're your best friend. It goes either way. What do I mean by that? Anything you want to do in life, you're the one who's going to stop yourself. You're the one who's going to say, oh, but what if these people don't like this? Or, oh, what if my mom says this? Or, oh, what if my dad says this? Or, oh, my friends are going to not talk to me if... All that, it's created by you. Nobody else. That's the doubt of the world into you now. And you've accepted it because you're going along with it. Why it's on you is because you're going along with it. I'm not saying that we're impervious to all the negativity in the world, because we're not. We're humans. There's negativity all over. There's also positivity all over. But when you allow it in and then you start your own cycles, that's when it's your fault. That's when all the blame is on yourself. You might be in the middle of making something, you might be doing something, or just creating something, and then you start to doubt it yourself a lot. You start to be like, oh, this is shit. Fuck, nobody's gonna like this. Those are the doubts of the world that have been placed into you, and you've internalized, and now you've made them your own. And that's your fault. It's 100% your fault. One must get away from that if they want to have any success in life. And I'm not talking about success like be a millionaire, be a billionaire, be a quadrillionaire. I'm not talking about that. I mean, if that's what you want, go ahead. But I'm talking about just the success in life that encompasses stuff like relationships, like having good relationships, having good friendships, having a good stable job, having a good career, you know, having just a good life. That's all on you. And if you doubt it, you're just pushing it away. And here's the thing. Once you truly stop doubting, like, oh, what if people don't blah, 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 you'll sit there and you'll realize that it was all yours the whole time. Like, that's the funny part. It was yours the whole time. But you stopped yourself from grabbing it. This happens all the time, and it's not just self-doubt. It's self-hate. It's anything negative comes from the self, or actually comes from the external, and then you internalize it, and then you identify with it, and then you become it. And that speaks to my previous video about being. So you have to watch what you identify with. You have to watch the self-hate. You have to watch the self-doubt. You have to watch all of it, because if not, you're going to keep internalizing it, and it's going to keep becoming you. And then all the stuff that's meant to be yours, someone else is going to get it. You know? Someone else is just going to take it because it's out there. And I speak in this general sense because we're all on this journey. We're all looking for different things, but regardless of what we're looking for, it's out there for us. And it's just on us to grab it, because all these things, they're not for anybody else, not for anything else. I have a friend who does music. He makes beats. Shout out homie. And the thing is, like, all the hits that are for him, if he were to doubt himself and doubt his ability, he's not gonna get it, you know? He could work with people like, you know, you could work with like Kanye West, you could work with Led Zeppelin, you know, you could work with Black Sabbath, you know, you could work with fucking, I mean, I was about to say Prince, but he died, but you could work with all these different people if you eliminate self-doubt, get into the state of being, and stop being your worst enemy. It's just whether or not we as people are gonna stop doubting and go get it. Because it's right there. You know that picture of the miner, and like the miner, he's giving up, but he's right there, and then there's the diamonds right there. Yeah, that little wall is just self-doubt. And it feels so insurmountable because, like, think from his perspective. The miner is mining. He's been mining so long, like, fuck, I don't know, my arm's tired, you know? And then all he sees in front of him is a wall of dirt. That's your self-doubt. You see that wall of dirt right there, and you're like, fuck, you know, I'm gonna just give up. But then you don't realize how thin that wall of dirt is. That picture, it shows how thin the fucking wall of dirt is, and then he has all the diamonds on the other side. That's what self-doubt is. Because once you defeat that self-doubt, there's a bountiful amount of riches. And I don't even mean like in some cheesy way. I just mean like you can markedly improve your life, you know? Recently it's happened to me. I've, in my personal experience with art, like my drawing and stuff and my paintings and stuff, I've like removed the self-doubt. And I'm finding myself to, it was almost like taking off the chains and just, like, I feel like a kid in a candy store now. Like, I have the skills, and now I can just draw whatever I want, which is nice. How do you remove the self-doubt? That is, it's different for everybody. There's some guidelines that you can follow. You can become so good at what you do that you almost can't have imposter syndrome, which, you know, that takes a while. You could be more mindful. So once you start to get the self-doubt kind of thoughts in your head, you can be mindful in that scenario and be like, wait, why am I doubting myself right now? Is it good to doubt myself? Is me doubting myself helpful to me in this moment? No, okay. And then, you know, you can maybe just continue your work and then be like, okay, I'll self-doubt myself later. And then eventually, I know it doesn't work like that, but you can find tricks to make that work. So like, I'll do that. Like, I'll be drawing and I'm like, fuck, this is so shit. Like, I'm such a terrible fucking artist, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll just be like, you know what, fuck it. If I want to feel bad, I'm gonna feel bad after. I'm gonna keep drawing. I push through it. I end up not feeling bad afterwards. And then I look at it and I'm like, okay, I see where I made the mistakes and everything, but like, as a whole, it's not bad. So, not bad. So yeah, I say that all to say that just remove the self-doubt and flourish, because, hey, we're next up, baby. I mean, it's actually our time now, but we're next up.